Hello again, a very warm welcome to you all. My name is Deni Kay and I'm here today to run through all 4 of the Teeling Brabazon bottlings, and I'm going to run through the experience, smell, taste, and I'm going to tell you which one is my favorite. In fact, I will rank them today. So you'll find out, well, for my opinion anyway, which one I think is a standout. I will say though that there is no loser here. I can guarantee you that right now because they're all very, very good. Now, I'm also going to share with you a bit of a tip that has allowed me to actually do this today. And I have a video that covers 5 whiskey tips, and this is one of them. So if you haven't seen it, you can obviously go back and you can watch that. But one of the things that I do, and it's not something that I came up with, I learned it from a whiskey friend of mine, is to quite simply buy, this is a 50ml glass bottle, and a tamper-proof cap. Doesn't matter if it's tamper-proof or not because it's obviously just for you, but 30 or 50ml bottles. Buy these little minis or sample bottles, because what I did was I then was able to, from these bottles, I would have bought 2 bottles of them, finish one, put aside a 50ml sample, then I don't have to necessarily open all of these to be able to run these side by side. I can quite simply go back to those samples. And because it's a 50ml, I've only poured myself, not even half of that, and then what I'll be able to do is actually share some of that with other friends that perhaps haven't tried it. So anyway, just a little bit of a tip. I'm gonna get stuck into it. As I said, nose, taste, overall experience, tell you which one is my favorite out of the 4 and perhaps rank them from there. So, I've not had this for a very long time. 49.5%, all of them. Now, this one here, sherry casks, non-age statement. The first one that was released, the nose is really, really good. You can tell immediately, sherry cask, absolutely. Dried fruits, raisins, figs. Yes, absolutely. It is really, really, really good. Some peaches, fresh peaches, honey, a little bit of spice, and also some toffee coming through on the nose as well. The nose is very, very, very good. Some spice, berries, red berries, raspberries, red licorice as well. Coming through to the finish now, long, spicy, some confectionery, raspberries is the way that I would describe that. Long, lingering, sweet. So really, really moreish, to be quite honest. Mouthfeel is quite nice. That's good. Off to a really, really, really good start. Okay, number 2, port casks. Also a non-age statement, bottled at 49.5%. You probably already know this if you're watching the video, but they quite simply went sherry port, obviously the sherry black bottles for the sherry casks, and then obviously clear bottles for the port cask. Really nice colours on the port cask as well. Nice whack of vanilla. Apricots, apricot compote. It's almost like an apricot jam cream on scones. That's what the nose is like. Really, really good nose. I thought that it'd be hard to beat this nose. This one's doing a really, really good job. Different cask types I know, but really, really lovely. Really nice. Apricots, honey, raspberries, apples, pears, red and green apples, really nice and sweet. Some spice developing now as well. It's almost, the finish is almost like a chili chocolate. You can get chocolate with chili in it. It's almost like that because it's really, really sweet. Almost some burnt toffee coming through finish now as well. Great finish. It's going to be hard, really hard. Don't know how I'm going to be able to rank them because both are very good. Okay, so I've done a video on these two before. The video I did on the Brabazon 3 was quite some time ago. This one is a little bit more recent. So these have age statements of them of 14 and 13 years old. This one here, some very, very, very old sherry casks that was sourced from obviously Sherry Bodega, but really, really old sherry casks. And that one, White's Carcabelos port casks. Now, I've given these probably about 15 minutes in the glass. The nose on this, and I remember now, and I don't think I have a very good memory, but I do remember that the nose on this was a little bit tight when I first opened the bottle. So I can only assume that I poured this into a sample bottle as soon as I opened this bottle, because it still feels like it could probably use with a little bit of extra time. But tell you what I'm getting from here is vanilla immediately on the nose. I know this was finished in port casks. The thing that I get in terms of vanilla is I'm getting those confectionery milk bottles on the nose with this. I'm getting some apples, some pears. Green apples, green pears is the way that I'm going to put that. Okay, a little bit of oak, some peaches, some nectarines on this as well. Getting a little bit sweeter now. Some chocolate, a little bit of fruitcake, but a tad drying on the finish. So far, I'm going to say this one is going to be, I've tried these three, this ranks number 3 at the moment. Still nice. Some clove coming through around the finish as well. Maybe even some raspberry. Anyway, yeah. That's where that one ranks. All right, got to get to number 4. I try to keep these videos short and sharp. I've got 4 bottles in front of me though, so there's only, a certain tempo that I can keep up. Now, all right, up to the last one. As I said, white port casks, 49.5%. The lots. Okay, this is quite nice. So I got some vanilla here, but also now what I'm getting here is some nougat. Here I was kind of getting, it was a little bit creamier. I said apples and pears. This is more citrus type fruit on the nose. A little bit of spice as well, but the nose are very, very different in types of the style of fruit. Yeah. Spice, oranges, maybe candied oranges, apples. It is a rich, long finish, but there's still some spice there as well. Okay. Tough decision, but the way that I would rank these, and this is purely just coincidental. I would not have actually picked this before I started. The way that I would rank them, 1 and 2 are super, super close, but I would go 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that's, it seems like it's not very original because that's the way that they've been bottled, but that's the way that I would rank them. So I prefer sherry matured whiskey sherry casks more than I do port casks. And when you hear about the sort of casks that have been used for this, that would be really exciting for somebody like myself. But tasting just the notes in this, I really, really enjoyed this one. Obviously the mixture between the fruit, a little bit of spice, and then some confectionery type sweetness on the finish as well. I thought that had everything. Great port cask. Great example of a port cask, and obviously the Brabazon bottling series is supposed to really highlight what fortified casks can do for whiskey, and I think they've done a tremendous job here. I still have plenty in my glass to be to be able to sit here by myself and quite simply just enjoy these for what they are, because I most likely won't get the experience to do this again. So it has really been a treat for me to be able to do this. And as I said, it's quite simply because what I've been able to do is put some samples aside. So, love to know what you thought of the video. Feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment, anything along those lines. If you've tried all of these or any of these, let me know which were the standouts for you. But I really do appreciate you joining me, so thank you very much. Cheers to you. Till next time.